Far away on a misty coastline stood an old lighthouse, forgotten by time. Inside it lived Luma, a tiny, glowing creature no bigger than a teacup. Luma's job was to keep the lighthouse light burning, even though no ships came anymore, and no one remembered why the light mattered. Every night, Luma fluttered up the winding stairs, lit the great lamp, and whispered, "Even if no one sees me, I will shine." One foggy evening, deep in the nearby woods, a traveler named Moro lost his way. He had no map, no light, and no memory of how he ended up there. Tired and cold, he wandered toward the distant sound of waves. And then he saw it, a faint glow far ahead. It was the lighthouse. It was Luma. Moro followed the light step by step until he reached the cliff and collapsed safely near the tower. Luma saw him, and for the first time in years, she wasn't alone. Moro stayed for a while, helping fix the old gears of the light. He didn't say much, but each evening he'd smile at Luma before sleep. She glowed a little brighter. One morning, the fog lifted for the first time in decades. A ship on the horizon blinked its light in return. Moro turned to Luma. "You were never forgotten, just waiting to be found." That day, he left with the ship, but not before placing a note at the lighthouse's base. "Keep shining. The world still needs your light." Luma smiled, and each night she still lights the way, not just for ships, but for anyone lost in the dark. Years passed. The lighthouse was no longer forgotten. New keepers came, ships passed often, and the light shone every night. But one thing never changed. If you looked closely at the beam, just as it stretched into the dark, you'd see a small glow, still dancing in the heart of the flame, still keeping watch, still waiting, still shining.